here in 2016, but they've got to win out and have a lot of other things happen. We are underway from Buffalo, and Alford will just take a knee, and that means the Browns will begin 1st and 10.
More of a quick passing game here to get this offense in rhythm.
Well, speaking of the passing game, that's Pryor in motion, and he gets the first pass of the day. They rely on his athleticism, and he is run out of bounds. No gain on that first down pass. The handoff goes to Crowell. Up the middle, a flag is in. He's up to the 37-yard line before he's taken down by Corey Graham. So it'll be a gain of 12, but we'll see who the penalty is against. Rex.
Holding. Offense number 64. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Tackle for the Bills. Second down and long. Inside handoff to Crowell. He'll try it again. Gets away from Kyle Williams. And then stiff arms his way out of bounds. Johnson checks in for the first time in the backfield. RG3 looking to throw, and he doesn't get it into the hands of Johnson, so the Browns will have to punt the ball away. Went on to punt the ball away. Here come the Bills pressuring. And Brandon Tate is back deep to receive, and the ball is live, and a flag comes in. That's because they did not allow Brandon Tate to catch the ball.
Say that he was blocked into the returner.
The kicking team number 20. It's 15 yards from the spot of foul. First down, Buffalo.
Well, they conferred, and they decided that he was in the wrong spot.
It was really close. You see right there at the end of the play, Kevon Seymour kind of backs off.
In motion out of the backfield to the near side. From the 47, quick toss to the near side for LaShawn McCoy. We saw this a lot in practice the other day. McCoy stretched out as a receiver, but it's a loss of 2.
Sacks last week against Pittsburgh on 3-step drops.
There's LaShawn McCoy running for the first time into the open field inside the 30-yard line. 1,000 yards for the season. It would be his 5th year doing it. He'll get it again running right. And there's 1,000 yards and more inside the 10-yard line, out of bounds at about the 5.
For Shady McCoy.
Well, McCoy checks out. Gillisley is in. Tyrod's going to keep it himself. There's not much there. And he's going to go out of bounds after a gain of maybe 1. Ed Reynolds stayed with him.
They're going after this Browns defense.
Keep an eye on Hunter on the right side. He has 4 touchdown receptions this year, and they overthrow him. It'll be 3rd and goal. How big is Charles Clay maybe here in this spot?
Well, they like Clay, and they like LaShawn McCoy out of the backfield.
Here's Tyrod. He might keep it himself, and Tyrod Taylor out of bounds. Among active kickers. This will be a 21-yard field goal attempt. It's a good snap and a good hold, and the Bills take the lead. And Carpenter will kick off for the second time. Alford might return this one, and here he comes. 2 yards deep on the far side. He was just picked up this week off the practice squad, and he gets it up to the 20-yard line.
On the sideline trying to heal up, and then was basically thrust into action. So not easy, but he still has high expectations.
Quick toss to the near side to Corey Coleman. Coleman was his favorite target last week.
Brown offense to try and get something going.
Well, he fumbles the football, and it's loose, and Crowell falls on top of it. They're going to lose a couple of yards on the play. The offensive coordinator in motion is Duke Johnson out of the backfield. Pryor throws, has Johnson this time, and Johnson slips his way up close to the 40-yard line. Preston Brown had him wrapped up at the waist.
Ways to get him the football.
Telford's in motion, the tight end. Here's Crowell, who checks in for Johnson, trying to get to the edge. And not much there. Good pursuit by Corey Graham.
A guy that can do it all in the secondary.
Vitale checks in as the fullback. Quick toss to Coleman on the near side. And he makes a man miss, and he's inside Buffalo territory. And I think they're going to get a face mask on Lorenzo Alexander, which will tack on some yards.
A lot of quick passing.
There's no foul for a face mask on the play. He got the shoulder. Goes on the play, stands in his first down.
RG3 out of the shotgun. Bunch formation to the outside. Here comes Alexander. And a great read. A flag is in. It's an incomplete pass.
From the slot corner.
Offside. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Yeah, Lorenzo Alexander jumps at 5 for the Browns. Handoff goes to Crowell, and Crowell gets to the edge and outruns the backers. And is still at his feet, out of bounds inside the 20-yard line.
RG3 and Isaiah Crowell.
Bills showing blitz from the near side. Here's Pryor on the near side, makes a man miss. And Pryor inside the 10-yard line. Darby was in on the coverage one-on-one.
Now it's on that drive because of it.
High formation, down 3-0. The handoff to Duke Johnson. And Johnson is able to get a first down to the 5. It'll be 1st and goal for the Browns. Statistical jump as Crowell checks back in. And he gets the handoff. It's read perfectly by the Bills. You see the balance for the Browns. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 7. RG3 has this ability. A flag is in, and he is out of bounds. It's going to be holding against the Browns, so these self-inflicted wounds.
Holding. Offense for 67. The penalty's decline. Brings up 3rd down.
After the timeout, Anderson in the backfield for the Browns. Robert Griffin III is hit in the backfield and taken down.
In time, and after being erased for 4 games, Alexander with the sack.
So this is a 35-yard field goal to tie the game up by Cody Parkey. He does. We're even at 3 with 3:50 to play. Last 6 games. Bills will get the football back. And that's Tate inside the 10. After a short kick. And he gets past the 25. We'll mark him at the 26. Gloves. I'm usually pretty good in the cold weather. LeSean McCoy's been good so far in this cold weather. He's already had 44 yards before that run.
About 18. That's when he has his best days on the ground.
Watkins, by the way, was in motion. He'll get his first catch of the day out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Playing in those 5 games, but if you just add in his production from last year to this year.
He overthrows Watkins on the far side. And LeSean McCoy to his left, not much there. Breaks 1 tackle, gets an excellent block, and is able to get a couple yards. So O'Leary lays the block.
Able to break out of there for a big run.
Jonathan Williams checks in for the first time for the Bills in the backfield. Tyrod Taylor looking to throw. He throws to the middle, and he's able to dump it off to Charles Clay for a first down to the 42 of Cleveland. Last week, 3 receptions for Clay against the Steelers, but they said they wanted to get him involved more. Little trickery as Tate takes the pitch. And here he goes to the far side of the field, inside the 15-yard line, and they'll mark him at the 11.
That look as the punt returner here for the Bills.
Well, the Wildcat goes to McCoy with 1 hand on the ball, breaks a tackle toward the 5, and he's out of bounds to the 3-yard line. Cam Johnson knocks him out of bounds. McCoy is out, Gillislee's in, Felton is the fullback. Gillislee takes the handoff, dancing toward the goal line. Touchdown, Bills! 9-3 at the close of the first quarter. 32 of 36 on point afters. And he's able to convert. It's 10 first quarter. It's 10-3. Bills on top. They use a little trick play. Great grab by Tate to set up the run by Gillislee and give the Bills the lead. Here is Alford coming running up. He's catching the wind as he gets across the 20-yard line and out of bounds at the 26. Number 3rd and stands in the middle of the other canal side attractions. Here's Robert Griffin III on first down. He's under pressure. Darius is saying he was held, and RG3 is just going to throw it away, but I think he stepped out of bounds. Looking for the challenge flag right now.
I think he has. I mean, they can't afford to be in this kind of field position.
He can't find the challenge flag. That's the problem. It's tucked in there somewhere. He doesn't want to burn another timeout, and there we go. It was like you and I looking for our press pass before the ball game.
Previous play, the rule of the field is that the quarterback stepped out of bounds. That play is not challengeable by the coach. Cleveland will not be charged with a timeout, nor will they be charged with a challenge.
Well, that was our next thought. On 2nd down and long, little read option, and Anderson is nailed close to the 15. He lost another yard on the play. Johnson remains in the game. Here comes the blitz by the Bills. The handoff to Duke Johnson, who runs up the middle and has some blockers, but has a long way to go and cannot get to the first down marker as Ronald Darby takes him down.
Mistakes that put them in very 2nd and 3rd and long situations.
Colquitt's punt is away from Tate and goes over his head and takes a Browns bounce before a Bills roll. And Tate just stumbles down to the 21. He said, listen, as crazy as it sounds, we're still in it. We still have a lot that has to happen for us to be successful. As LaShawn McCoy is taken down after a loss of 1. Christian Kirksey makes the tackle. McCoy has been the big weapon, though, for the Bills. 6 carries, 62 yards. And there's Charles Clay with his second reception in front of Christian Kirksey.
Way here on 3rd and 6 to affect Taylor in the pocket.
A little pitch goes to McCoy to the near side. And McCoy's got a first down, tracked down from behind by Cam Johnson.
That much room and space and expect to make the play.
Here's Gillislee in for McCoy, and he goes up the middle before he's stopped at the 38-yard line.
The Browns haven't been able to stop them yet.
Here's Tyrod Taylor getting away from the defender throwing on the run, and it's off the fingertips of Goodwin.
Taylor here on 3rd and 6.
Well, the Browns showing blitz, and here comes the pressure. He's hit as he throws, and it's dropped. He was trying to get it to Robert Woods. Is back deep to receive, standing at his 15. And Colt Schmidt, who's not had a good year, bounces this one on the turf, and Alford is hit as he grabs it and then breaks away. And has a little bit of room along the sidelines before he's out of bounds at the 32-yard line. He's completed his last 4 passes. Here's Crowell. And Crowell is met by Kyle Williams and a handful of other Bills after a gain of 1.
More comfortable so far in this game. He just has to do it from 4 quarters.
On second down, he throws to the middle of the field. He has Corey Coleman for a short gain. That's Hawkins in motion. RG3 lofts it to the outside for Duke Johnson, incomplete. For years, he's been playing for Ray Horton with the Tennessee Titans. Ray told us yesterday he's not surprised by Zach Brown's success this year. Tate backpedals inside the 10-yard line. And there's going to be a block in the back called against the Bills and Ronald Darby as the flag comes in, and Tate is out of bounds shy of the 20-yard line.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Return team number 28. Penalties half the distance to the goal line. First down, Buffalo.
Well, here's the block in the back that they just called on Ronald Darby. We'll see if the Browns defense can slow up the Bills when we come back. Every game, he's been to 371 straight Bills games, home and on the road. He's got to see this a lot. LaShawn McCoy, who is really running well today.
Carries for 88 yards already.
Handoff goes to McCoy again, and McCoy is hit at the line of scrimmage, but is still up to a couple of yards. Slee's in, Watkins in motion. Taylor to throw. Not much there. Rolls, pumps, throws, has Felton. And Felton just stumbles down to the ground, but has a first down outside the 40-yard line.
Perfectly executed by Taylor, getting it out to his outlet.
Already 9 first downs. Here's Gillislee, who is tripped up by Ed Reynolds right at the line of scrimmage and then spins forward for a couple.
That we've seen in pro football, extending the play and making the throw.
Throws to the right side for Clay. 3rd catch of the day for Charles Clay. And he's inside Cleveland territory. Demario Davis makes the tackle.
Playmakers on time and allow him to do what he does best after the catch.
Well, read option, he'll keep it himself. You want to talk about his speed. He's out of bounds inside the 40, but there's a flag that comes down into the area where he was knocked out of bounds.
Illegal block in the back. Offense 188. It's a 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. We'll replay first down.
Well, Marquise Goodwin is called for that penalty.
There you go. See, pretty clear right there on.
He eventually settled on sprinting. He said, but I'm not going to do anything that Marquise Goodwin is part of. Here's Tyrod Taylor, who's under pressure, and he's going down from behind up to the 44-yard line.
Those that's not going to be there, check it down and don't take the sack.
That's 5.5 sacks now for Ogba. He had 1.5 last week.
Defensive end with the hand on the ground, and that's got him playing more instinctually.
Here's Taylor looking to make a shot down the middle of the field. That's Goodwin inside Browns territory. He falls down just beyond the first down marker. Gain of 23. It's first down for the Bills. Here's McCoy, and McCoy is stripped from behind by Demario Davis, but he's still able to gain a couple.
Big time, take a shot formation, Tom.
On second down, they dump it off to McCoy. He was looking downfield, but he gets McCoy inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Campbell makes the tackle for the Browns with Woods in motion to the near side. Tyrod throws quickly to the near side. It's a heck of a catch toward the 20 by Goodwin.
Time's an issue here on this drive.
From the 20-yard line, Taylor from the gun lofts it toward the end zone. Watkins did not continue and completes. Out of the backfield for the Bills. Blitz coming from the outside. Taylor lofts it toward the goal line. Sliding grab. Touchdown Bills. I thought he had it. Let's take a look. It's a wobbler. His feet left him.
Oh, yeah.
8-yard touchdown pass. 16-3 Bills. Point after by Carpenter is good. The Bills up 17-3 with 34 seconds left in their first victory. And there's a little bit of a anticipation this week because of that. Here's Alford inside the 5. And Alford's going to change direction. And just fall on down at the 17. He tried. So 24 seconds left here in the first half. RG3 tried to dump it off to Pryor, and he threw it short to Terrell Pryor. I think the Browns will be rather conservative with 20 seconds left to play here in the first half. They dump it up to Duke Johnson. And Johnson's able to run out of bounds beyond the first down marker.
Some one-on-one situations to try and get it to Terrell Pryor, but they've tried to feature the short game to get some rhythm.
On first down, he dumps it off one more time. And again, it's Duke Johnson up to the 35. Bills will send some guys back to play center field. They will send some pressure as well. RG3 is going to step up the pocket. He pumps once, now twice, throws long the near side for Coleman. It's deflected, incomplete. So the second half between the Browns and the Bills is underway as Tate will let that one go over his head and out of the back of the end zone. It's there as well. Here's McCoy. And McCoy dances over the 30-yard line of the 35. It's a gain of 10, and he's over 100 yards for the afternoon. We saw some shifting. Quanjo moves to the right side of the offensive line. And they'll run that way as McCoy gets the first down. It was second down and 1. DeMario Davis stands him up. Woods in motion to the near side. Here's Taylor. Pressure's coming. Steps up, throws to the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended for O'Leary. Excellent defense by Cam Johnson at the last moments. It's Clay. We're going through some drills while we were down on the field before the ball game, pounding each other, trying to get themselves warmed up. Here's McCoy, who runs to the right. He and Joe Thomas, the senior members of this team. Here's Tyrod to throw on third down and off the chest of a sliding. Here's Colton Schmidt to punt the ball away. It's Alford back deep to receive, backpedaling inside the 10. And Alford is stopped just shy of the 20-yard line. RG3 with Crowell in the backfield. Off the play fake. Toss to the left, it's complete. High formation, quick toss to Pryor again, and Pryor one-on-one, lowering his shoulder, and he's close to a first down, battling with Ronald Darby. All right, so usually we talk about goals and objectives for a team that's down, let's say, 14.
Have to be able to keep.
Defense, number 90 lined up in the neutral zone. It's a 5-yard penalty, and yardage is enough for a first down.
Well, the offsides against Shaq Lawson makes it first down for the 33. Lawson pressuring, they dump it off to Crowell, and he's dropped it. Here's Telfer in motion. Crowell again. And he has stopped. Kyle Williams, side Pro Bowler, 33 tackles this year against the run. On third down, RG3 to throw to the near side, and it's caught. Andrew Hawkins slips through 2 defenders to make the catch. And right up to the line of scrimmage, no huddle. On first down for the 35. That's Duke Johnson running to the left. He has a first down inside the 25. Well, this will be the 6th play of this drive. First down for the Browns, and RG3 will keep it himself.
To carry the ball, it will open up everything else for our run game.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Looking for the near side to Pryor, and that was a ball he needed to catch. RG3 can run it. He's got enough room for a first down inside the 10. Bumps toward the goal line. The ball came loose. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Kyle Williams got shook. Ball over the goal line before it came out. The question is his knee down. And I think that ball, the nose of that ball gets over the plane of the goal line.
I would agree with you on that. They signal touchdown. It's an 18-yard run, and now an extra point away from making this a 7-point game, and that's exactly what the Browns have done. Browns outscored the Bengals in the second half. It was the only time this year they had outscored the opposition in the second half. And here's Tate from the goal line. And Tate still on his feet trying to get to the 25, stopped at the 24. Well, this is just a 7-point game now as the Bills take over. Tyrod Taylor throws to the 30 for Robert Woods.
He can protect himself. We'll open it up.
So Leary in motion. Now they throw to the near side for Clay. Little tight end screen, and he's got some blockers. It breaks a few tackles across the 40 to the 42.
Beaver with some moves after the catch.
Direct snap to Gillislee. Gillislee gets up to the 45 before he's nailed.
It's bundled up. He probably has on more layers of clothes than I do.
Here's Tyrod on second down. Throws to the right. Pass is complete. And again, it's Clay involved once again inside Browns territory. There's a flag that sits inside the 35, though, of Buffalo.
Foul, roughing the passer. Defense, number 55. Late hit on the quarterback. 15 yards to the end of the run. First down, Buffalo.
Well, Ray Horton told us yesterday that Denny Shelton's understood how to be aggressive and when not to be aggressive. This was a little too aggressive.
Well, the good thing is he hit him up high.
It's a bad decision, though, on his part. He needed to pull up. It's now first down off the play fake. Taylor to throw. Oh, plenty of time. Now time winds down. He's going to run it. And he's inside the 20-yard line. Makes a man miss to the 10. And then along the sidelines, out of bounds, inside the 5 to the 4.
It makes a big play.
Well, he moves past Jim Kelly on the all-time rushing list. The handoff goes to McCoy. McCoy into the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. And now Carpenter for the point after. And it is good. So the Bills answer right back. The lead is back to 14. 50 to play. It was set up by Tyrod Taylor doing a little improvising. After a few hitches, he decided it was time to run. Broke a few tackles and then set up this score by LaShawn McCoy to give the Bills a 2-touchdown lead. The rushing touchdown by Robert Griffin III. That's offered back deep to receive for this young Browns squad. Carpenter to kick off. This has been the short part of the field because the wind is blowing from left to right. But it was in the face of the kickers going that way. And offered last possession. RG3's rushing touchdown. He'll set up in the pocket. He's been running a little bit more in the second half, and he slides forward, and he gets up to the 38-yard line. Second down at 4 after a gain of 6. RG3 will keep it himself on the read option, and he's going to have a first down out of bounds.
And send some more passes deeper down the field if they want to be more competitive here for the rest of this game.
Well, the handoff to Crowell, who has not been that busy, and he gets a yard. It's Crowell in the backfield. Off the play fake. RG3's looking to set something up, and now he's going to sprint down. He's still behind the line of scrimmage. Throws on the run, has yardage for his first reception of the day. Boy, RG3 took a hit. Now the flag comes in. It's a gain of 28.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense. It's a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Well, initially trying to get Barnes across the field. This is the hard part about playing quarterbacks like this.
The umpire, Ramon George, signaled almost immediately that there was a hit to the head, so he was the one who decided upon it. On first down inside the 15, RG3 bounces away. And he's going to run it, and he's inside the 10, now to the 5, and with his back to the first down markers out of bounds at the 3. But there is a flag inside the 20-yard line.
Holding. Offense. Number 73. 10-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
Or outside of one step to the quarterback would be the other equation, but it makes it tough.
Griffin underthrows Crowell on first down.
Team here today against the Browns.
Well, you talked about quarterback hits last week. Only one quarterback hit. They certainly have upped those numbers with the pressures today. Crowell just falls down for a loss of 2. Play clock is to 5. RG3 looking for a blocker. And he's out of bounds inside the 22-yard line. Zach Brown. And now some extra talking after the play. 40-yard field goal attempt with the win. He's 1 for 1 today. Kicking from left to right, and this one is good.
But a 2.0 is not made for this weather.
It's all those games in a dome that you played. Brandon Tate up above the 5-yard line to return this kickoff. And he'll get back to the 25. Backfield as a receiver. But McCoy today, 14 carries, 112 yards. Here's Tyrod Taylor, and this is going to be a run play. Not designed, but he gets to the 33 before he's run out of bounds by Christian Kirksey.
This is your defense.
He's thrown for 131. He's run for 30. Here's McCoy, over 100 yards already today. He gets to the 35. The Bills. With all the problems that they've had the last couple of years, not getting to the postseason, this is what he's been able to do. He's got a first down out of the backfield, catching the ball. Fourth quarter here in Buffalo. On first down for the 49, Taylor avoids the pressure, throws to Goodwin, and he's got it for another first down. If they win out, will he keep his job? I guess that's the big question for everybody here in Buffalo and around the National Football League.
He certainly understands the nature of the business. As players, you understand the nature of the business.
Tyrod Taylor avoids the sack, and now he's on the run inside the 25 and eventually taken down by on the 24. For the pistol formation off the play fake. He sets up in the pocket, lofts it, and it's caught by Hunter inside the 10-yard line, and Hunter's thinking, oh man, if I had turned upfield, I might have had 6. To go inside the 10, that's O'Leary in motion. They hand it off to McCoy, who's got some blockers loaded the ground, toward the end zone, touchdown Buffalo! Another rushing touchdown for McCoy.
Certainly has this talent. He's got a caravan of blockers coming around there. You see that, just that little tiny stutter step.
With the point after. 17-point lead. The point after makes it no good. 13 as Carpenter will kick it off. It'll be taken by the up man for the Cleveland Browns. RG3 dumps it off to Barnage, who can't hang on inbounds. Incomplete. Dropped there by Barnage. Even last week, the potential touchdown drop by Danny Vitale. Looking for the third under pressure. Shaq Lawson had him. Now he just throws it away. You see his numbers passing today. The valve in motion to the right side. Here comes Kyle Williams. He's got the feet of RG3, and he takes him down.
To Robert Griffin III.
That is the 4th sack of the day for the Bills. Colquitt's punt into the wings. Tate comes running up, has it at the 43. Beautiful spin move to get away. The ice at Canal Side, that 35,000 square foot rink located in downtown Buffalo. The Bills take over possession, and it's LaShawn McCoy for 10 right out of the gate. Down to the 40-yard line. Ed Reynolds makes the tackle.
Far today, 18 for 137, 2 touchdowns. Amazing.
On first down, Tyrod Taylor is going to throw, and he gets away from a little bit of pressure. Pumps a couple of times and will get a couple of yards. He's hit as he goes out of bounds. McCoy again to the right. Boy, the description by Hugh Jackson about running in mud and not getting dirty. Bounce it a step. On first down, here's Gillisley in for McCoy. LaShawn McCoy, by the way, his yardage today, 19 carries, 153 yards, is the most he's had.
He touches
That's
around
true.
100 yards of production, but on the ground, if you feed him a little bit, he'll make it happen.
Here's Clay again, and Clay is ripped down inside the 15-yard line.
It's been the Charles Clay and the LaShawn McCoy show for the Bills.
And the Bills running a little option, and James Collins tracks down Tyrod Taylor.
Things I could do with him and offline could be special.
Well, it's a 34-yard field goal attempt by Carpenter. It's good. 33-13. 10 wins is probably what's going to get you into the wild card this year. But there are a whole host of teams, including the Bills, that are still have an opportunity here in 2016. They have all the rookies on this roster this year, that there will be success in the future. RG3 to throw, has time, middle of the field, throws short for Terrell Pryor, incomplete.
He has to get back on the field and play again. He has not played in a lot of games in the last 3 years of his career.
For his last 5, he'll throw for a 6th straight time. He's under pressure again. Flags already down inside the 20.
But we already saw Kyle Williams
Holding offense number 73. That penalty's declined. Brings up 3rd down.
on the last drive. We saw Kyle Williams with the effort sack. How about Lorenzo Alexander right here working on Joe Thomas? How about playing in the 4th quarter as hard as you could possibly play, coming inside, squeezing off, beating the double team, and getting to RG3. Now, he had 0 sacks in the last 4 games.
Home Depot tools for success, getting him back in the string of things defensively. He said, listen, I'm healthier. He said, I've got my 2nd win. As RG3 is running about by Jerry Hughes, and boy, oh boy, somebody on the sidelines just took a licking into the warmer.
In the wrong sport.
Here's Coke with the punt into the winds. Brandon Tate, he's not done today. Inside Browns territory and out of bounds. Rod Taylor's day is done. LaShawn McCoy's day may be done too. Gillislee in the backfield. And he'll run the ball over the block of his right guard and scrambles inside the 20.
You know, can they get everybody involved? Can you get a game where Watkins and Woods and Charles play and bring an offense that can really attack a defense next week?
On 1st down from the 20. The handoff to Gillislee again, running right. And he skids out of bounds inside the 15.
Opportunities, not taking advantage of your opportunities. This is Tyrod Taylor's team now.
Jonathan Williams on the handoff from E.J. Manuel inside the 10, down to the 7.
Defense and all, they came out, they played hard today. Defense, you've seen great efforts from Williams and Alexander. And the offense really has been almost perfect.
E.J. Manuel keeps it himself on the run option and is down inside the 7. 2nd and goal from inside the 7. E.J. Manuel lofts it to the back of the end zone for Hunter, and it's deflected, incomplete. High formation. Williams will take the handoff, and Williams dances inside the 5, trying to move the pile to the goal line, and he's just short. They'll mark him at the 1. That's Brandon Tate in motion, and the handoff to Williams, and Williams into the pile, and he is stopped at the 1-yard line. Schobert came from behind to make the tackle.
They need a full season to evaluate. Under these circumstances, it's virtually impossible to tell what kind of quarterback, and if he is in fact a quarterback that can carry the Browns.
Vitale has the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. That will give the Browns their first victory of the year. RG3 on 1st down, throws to the hash on the far side to Duke Johnson.
Quarterback, it's practice reps in a live situation.
RG3 throws to Pryor underneath, and Pryor trying to get out of bounds, does so.
And Terrell Pryor. We haven't really had to speak much of Stephon Gilmore and Ronald Darby, but there has been absolutely 0 separation.
We're obviously cognizant of that. That ended here in the 2nd half. Robert Griffin III going for it all. The far side for Terrell Pryor. Jump ball, and Pryor can't hang on. There was a lot of contact out there.
Now the next step is getting his hands on the ball and creating more turnovers for the defense.
Well, here's Duke Johnson, who spins his way to the 40, close to a 1st down. We'll see how they spot the football. With 45 seconds left, it'll leave it 4th down. 30 seconds to play as the Bills showing blitz. Robert Griffin III will keep it himself. He's got the 1st down and a little bit more as he is spun out of bounds at the 45 by Corey Graham. But you've got to be the same person every day, even though you've lost the first 14 games of the season.
I mean, think about it. I don't know if I've ever seen so many players. You've had the change at quarterback, the young receivers, and all the changes on defense.
Here's the last play of the day. Robert Griffin III will dump it off to Duke Johnson, and Johnson will try to find some semblance of real estate. He is knocked down at the 25, and the ball game is over. The Buffalo Bills bounce back and win it 33-13, now 7-7. Life is still okay for Buffalo as far as the postseason goes. We will have bonus coverage of the Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rex Ryan and the team win it 33-13.